What if I told you that some of Surrey's best neighborhoods are hiding in plain sight? While everyone always talks about neighborhoods like South Surrey or Cloverdale, there is 100% some neighborhood gems, some neighborhoods that you have 100% overlooked in your search for a place to call home in Surrey. These are neighborhoods that offer great amenities. They are perfect for families, family-friendly neighborhoods, and best of all, they offer incredible value for what you get. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 of the most underrated neighborhoods in the entire city of Surrey, ones that you have likely skipped over, passed over, or haven't even considered yet. And be sure to stick around to the end because the last neighborhood I share with you is going to have you jumping from the rooftops, not only because of its massive upside and potential for what's going to happen with property values in the area, but also its unbelievable affordability for what you get right now. That all sounds good? Let's get into it. If you're wondering who I am, my name is Darin with the Germyn Group. I'm with McDonald Realty, serving the areas of White Rock and Surrey BC with myself and my real estate team. If you're interested in learning more about those areas or chatting with us, you can find a link in the description below where you can book a call, speak with our team. All right, so Surrey is big, right? Like, it is a monstrous municipality. In fact, one of the largest in Canada. And every single thing you hear about Surrey, well, it's not fair to paint it with the same brush. You're probably very familiar with the more premier neighborhoods in Surrey, the ones that people talk about all the time. As an example, everyone loves the idea of one day being able to call South Surrey their home. But there's other neighborhoods in Surrey that you get incredible bang for your buck, as well as these are neighborhoods that are going to make you smile because not only is your family going to love them, but so will your wallet for what you get. First up on our list is Fraser Heights. And you might have heard of Fraser Heights before, and maybe you skipped over the idea of living there, but I'm going to tell you why so many people that already know that this is an incredible neighborhood, all the reasons why they love it. Fraser Heights is almost considered like South Surrey's cousin from another marriage, one of the more premier neighborhoods in all of Surrey, but it's definitely got a personality of its own. Why do people love living there though? Well, number one, it's a premium neighborhood and it's an incredibly tight community. One of those areas where it feels like the neighbors just know each other, they talk to each other, and there's a great sense of community in this particular area. But what do I mean when I say premium neighborhood? Well, Fraser Heights is what we would consider a little bit of a newer neighborhood. And not only do you get generous sized lots on the properties you get out in that area, but the homes are also a little bit newer as well, meaning you get newer styles, newer layouts, and really nice premier sized housing, something that the families in the area absolutely love and makes for a really healthy, balanced, and well-adjusted community. They also don't mind the stunning views that you can get in certain areas of the Fraser River or Coquitlam Mountain. Fraser Heights is also ideal for families because of schools like Fraser Heights Secondary School, ranking in the top 25% of high schools in British Columbia, according to the Fraser Institute. That's a huge draw for parents looking for strong educational options. You're also super close to nature because of places like Fraser Heights Park and the Tynehead Regional Park area, which is perfect for outdoor enthusiasts. You can literally go get lost in the forest in these areas and walk for kilometers and kilometers without even seeing a single piece of a house. One of my favorite parts about Fraser Heights, however, is how close you are to the Guildford shopping area, the big mall, Guildford Town Center, which offers tons and stores of all the things that you could want. But just the Guildford area in general, you get all the benefits of living super close to this area, meaning anything commerce-wise is a breeze. If you want to go check out restaurants or buy retail or really any professional services you could imagine, you're going to find them right in Guildford. But the best part about Fraser Heights is you're not Guildford. You side onto this neighborhood. This means that you can easily access all the great things about it, all while being outside of the hustle and bustle that makes that area sometimes difficult to live in. Now, here's the kicker. Detached homes in Fraser Heights, well, they're roughly about $140,000 more than the city of Surrey average combined, but they tend to come with larger lots, beautiful views, and premium real estate options. It's clear that Fraser Heights obviously has a ton to offer, but the next 2 on our list, well, they're even more exciting. So let's jump into them right now. The second most underrated neighborhood in Surrey is the area of Sullivan, a neighborhood that strikes the perfect balance between affordability and convenience, especially for families. So what does that even mean? Well, Sullivan is really attractive to young families because you tend to get a little bit more for your money in this area, and it's really built with young families in mind. The neighborhood has many homes on smaller lots. These are kind of homes that you would almost consider the missing middle. They're perfect for a family of 4 4, and they work perfectly. But because of having smaller footprints and the homes being a little bit smaller than some of the older homes you might buy in different areas of Surrey, this means you get a nice balance of affordability with a newer style of home in a great community that is absolutely thriving for families like yours. Speaking of good value or saving money in general, if you haven't downloaded a copy of our 21 grants and incentives that are available for home buyers in 2025, you're definitely going to want to check out the description below because we got a link to it and you can download that for free right now. Sullivan is also packed with amenities like a suite of shops, restaurants, and even more at Panorama Village shopping areas. And you've also got the family favorite YMCA, all within walking distance of most communities in the area. Having all of this so close to your front door is a huge win for anybody living in the area, especially people with families. It's also located near 152nd and 64th Avenue, which gives you super easy access to transit and the future rapid bus line that's coming down 152nd Street. This means you'll be able to zip up to Surrey Central as well as the SkyTrain station, so commuting is about to get even easier for its residents. Sullivan has a real good mix of diverse real estate options, which the residents absolutely love. It's a really balanced and thriving community, just like the first one we mentioned on our list. Sullivan is a practical choice for families or anyone looking to break into Surrey's real estate market without breaking the bank. Close to being on par with the City of Surrey average sales price, or maybe just slightly above, Sullivan is a great option for those looking to immerse themselves in the city. But hold on, there is still one more on our list, and Sullivan, well, it's not my number one pick. The number one pick, it's coming up right now. So Sullivan and Fraser Heights are absolutely beautiful communities that anyone would be lucky to call home, but they're both still not number one on my list. And if you're curious about the most underrated neighborhood in all of Surrey, that one is Cedar Hills. If you're unfamiliar with Cedar Hills, I'm really excited to tell you why I think it is the most underrated neighborhood in the entire municipality. Cedar Hills is the perfect neighborhood for commuters with easy access to the rest of the Lower Mainland. You are so close to various highway entrances to get around to wherever you want to go, and many residents of Cedar Hills can easily walk to the SkyTrain. It's also quiet and tucked away, giving you that balance of convenience and serenity. But why did I pick Cedar Hills as my number one underrated neighborhood in all of Surrey? Well, let's start with the fact that detached homes are coming in at roughly $200,000 less than the City of Surrey average price. This means there is incredible options for affordable homes in this neighborhood right now. In a market where housing is so expensive, that's an incredible value and an incredible discount on real estate. But let's talk a little bit too about the proximity of Cedar Hills and how close it is to the downtown of Surrey. Let's not forget that Surrey is set to become larger in population than the city of Vancouver somewhere in and around 2029. That means being here now puts you in the path of major growth and opportunity. Think about it. As the downtown core of the city of Surrey continues to grow and continues to improve, Cedar Hills gets to benefit from a lot of that growth. So not only are you adjacent to all this growth, but here's the beauty of Cedar Hills. You don't have to live in the middle of it, but you're in walking distance of getting to enjoy everything that the downtown core has to offer and is going to offer in the future. You're living near it all without living in it. The neighborhood has big treed lots that haven't been overrun by development. And I want you to think of the unbelievable investment potential of living in a neighborhood like that so close to a thriving, growing city. So this means if you want more space, if you want proximity to all the great things that the downtown core of Surrey has to offer, Cedar Hills is the most underrated Surrey neighborhood that you could ever ask for. And as mentioned earlier, it's got a price tag difference of about $200,000 for a detached home. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me. So now that you know about the 3 most underrated neighborhoods in all of Surrey, and I'm curious if you're a local and you're watching this, if you agree with that or not, well, let me know in the comments. And even the viewers who have watched this that maybe are not familiar with Surrey, you can see your comments below and that might help them make a decision. But there's more. These neighborhoods mentioned earlier, they might not get all the hype that other areas in Surrey get. They offer incredible value, strong communities, and opportunities that you don't want to miss. So if you got some value out of this video and you feel like there's others that might benefit from this information as well, consider clicking the like button to help the algorithm push this out to more people. But I also want you to check out some of the bad about Surrey. And that video is coming up next, where I'm going to break down some of the worst neighborhoods in the entire municipality, ones that you want to try and avoid at all costs. And you'll find me breaking everything down in the video coming up next. We'll see you over there. Cheers.